So Paul is still under house arrest, and thankfully our house arrest is starting to lift. We are in Philippians chapter 3. We're beginning today with verse 10 and going down through the end of the chapter. So I'd like you to take a look at that. Read that carefully. I think it crosses over a little bit with the verses that you read last time. In this particular case, Paul is telling us something that's wrong with our current way of thinking. You hear a lot of people talk about the tagline, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Well, Paul's concerned about the journey, but he's equally concerned about the destination. Notice his destination. He wants to know Christ. He wants to know the power of the resurrection and the fellowship of his suffering. And he sees this as the reason that God took hold of him and put him on the path that he's on. So he's concerned about that. He wants to forget what's behind and move toward what's ahead. But he's headed toward a destination. I want you to think a little bit about the destination that God has placed in front of you. I want you to think about what Paul says you have to do to reach that destination and what's involved. Think about that, comment on that, but comment on it with an awareness of what it means to embrace the power of the resurrection and the fellowship of Jesus' suffering, and what it means to forget what's behind. That verse is used very loosely sometimes, but Paul has something very specific in mind. So we're on the journey together, and we're all headed toward the same destination.